Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the last episode of 2022 from Stefanie Drysdale. It's episode 156. Stefanie, welcome back to your weekly cybersecurity recap.
Thank you, Chuck. How are you?
Great. What a year we've had. It's been quite the cybersecurity awareness year. What are your predictions for 2023? I kind of think it's not going to be status quo. I think we're in for some, I'm not really sure what the word would be, severe incidents. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. I think that as we keep raising the stakes, the good guys, the bad guys, and we play this cat and mouse game that we do, I think that we're definitely in for a bumpy ride. And how we handle that is really going to be a make it or break it.
My advice to everybody is make sure you have a tin can and a wire as your plan B backup, because when the net goes down, you're going to have to find grandma and ask her how you write letters, because that's what's going to happen eventually if all our telecommunications go down. Anyway, tell us what's happening in the cyber world.
Sure. So during my trip to DC, I had the absolute pleasure of sitting down with Nikki Kristof to talk about cyber and the industry, legislation, and even Russian spies. So be sure to give Nikki a follow. She is a great advisor for us at Prescient and has some pretty cool guests on her podcast. So I'll be sure to link it for you. And healthcare ransomware attacks on the rise, more than doubled from 2016 to 2021. Ransomware attacks also increasingly targeted large healthcare organizations with multiple facilities, and the attacks seem to grow more severe with data less likely to be able to be restored from those backups. And they were increasingly associated with delays or cancellations of scheduled care. So lots of calls in the industry to emphasize cybersecurity awareness and preparedness to deal with these attacks, especially in light of the ongoing fallout that's affected healthcare systems afterward. So in one prominent example, the Scripps attack led to a class action lawsuit against the system. So for my clients, I recommend dark web and even social media monitoring to identify PII leakage, as well as overall assessment to determine what threat actors may see when they stake out your organization. Better coming from me than the bad guys. And researcher uncovers potential wiretapping bugs in Google Home smart speakers. A security researcher was awarded a bug bounty of $107,500 for identifying security issues in Google Home smart speakers that could be exploited to install backdoors and turn them into wiretapping devices. The flaws allowed an attacker within wireless proximity to install a backdoor account on the device, enabling them to send commands to it remotely over the internet, access its microphone feed, and make arbitrary HTTP requests within the victim's local area network. So in making such malicious requests, not only could the Wi-Fi password get exposed, but also provide the adversary direct access to other devices connected to the same network, which is why we recommend segmenting these for your more sensitive devices. Following responsible disclosure on January 8th of 2021, the issues were remediated by Google in April of 2021. And a very happy 13th birthday to Krebs on Security. Brian Krebs has reported on some really important issues in those years, and especially in 2022. Here's to many more years of you keeping us all in the know. In a moment of silence for LastPass, it was a good run, but many are now shopping for a new password manager after learning the details of the most recent breach. Hey, this happens. Technologies and tactics evolve. It forces us to constantly reassess whether or not they're still the best fit for us. As always, we'll keep an eye on things and keep on top of the threats and vulnerabilities as they come. And that is what I have for you all this week. I hope everyone has a healthy, safe, and prosperous new year ahead, that you have a fun weekend celebrating and bringing in the new year. And I think we'll have a few fun new things coming up next year, Chuck. I hope everyone stays safe, and I look forward to seeing all of you next year.
Happy New Year, Miss Stefanie.